Namaste. So welcome to the class number 5. So today we are going to solve one more problem related to the mathematical modeling and writing the differential equation and also writing the transfer function. So here once again we are going to take a different variety of problems. So what the problem we have started in the previous class. So today we are going to solve another variety of problem. Okay. So the problem is given on the board. So what is the problem? What is the objective of this is to write the differential equation for the given system. So that is the main objective of this class or of this topic is to find out the transfer function of a given system. Writing the differential equations of the system. So when we compare to the previous problems, so as I told, number of mass will be equal to number of nodes. Yes or no? Okay. But in this case, how many mass are there? There are 3 mass are there. Which are those? M1, M2 and M3. So there are 3 mass are there. So therefore how many displacements should be there? There must be 3 displacement. Which are those? So let me write this one as x1. So there is another displacement x2 and there is another displacement x3. So as I told in the previous classes, number of mass will be equal to number of displacement. So 3 mass, therefore 3 displacement. There is one small change is here. What is that change means? Here you please pay attention. Here the damper, right? So this I am going to name it as B2, right? So there is a damper B2 and K1 is connected in series. Okay, B2 and K1 is connected in series. In such cases, whenever there is a damper and a spring or spring and spring connected in series, then in between those two, we need to assume a mass. In between those two, we need to assume a mass. I am going to name this as M4. And this must be equated to what? This must be equated to 0. This is a major change. Please pay attention, my friends. Whenever the spring and a damper or spring and spring or damper and damper connected in series, in such cases, in between those two elements, we need to consider a mass. And that must be equated to 0. So if we are equating to 0, why we have to consider mass? What I told in the first rule, number of mass will be equal to number of displacement. Including this, how many mass are there now? There are 4 mass are there. So therefore, how many displacement will be there? There will be 4 displacement. So I need to consider here x4. Got this one? Okay. Now, first we need to write the mechanical network for this given system. How to write that one? So, how many nodes are there? So how many mass now? 4 mass are there. Therefore, how many nodes we are going to write? We have to write 4 nodes. So, this is the x1, x2, x3, and this one is x4. Okay. So, there are 4 nodes are there. Now we are going to consider one by one. First I am going to consider node number 1. There is a displacement number 1, that is node 1. So which is the connected? M1 is connected. I am going to write this one as M1. Okay. Next what we have which is connected to the node 1? M1 is there. B1 is there, right? So this B1 is between M1 and M2. So this is M1 and M2. This is B2, node 1 and node 2. Next, what else is there? There is a K1 which is between the node 1 and node 4. Okay, K1. How to represent that one? So this is a K1 between node 1 and node 4. This is a K1. Okay. So next, what else we have? So anything which is connected to the M1. Nothing, right? So B1, K1, M1 and the F, applied force. F is the applied force. Okay, anything else is there? No. So I have, what is the representation of this? circles is there, that is a wheel, there is no friction between the mass and the reference plane. That is the representation of that one. Next, M1 is over. Now I am going to come to the M2. What are things which are there to the M2? Mass is there. First I am going to write the mass M2. Next, what else is there? B1 is there, that is M between node 1 and node 2 is already been represented, right? Node 1 and node 2. So not this is not a B2, this is a B1. Next, what else is there? K2 is there. K2 is between node 3 and node 2. K2. So this is a K2, node 3 and node 2. Next, what else is there? That's all. Okay, so next one I am going to consider node number 3. So first thing we have is the mass will be always connected to the reference plane. This is the M3. Next, what else is K3 is there? K3 is between what? Mass M3 or a node 3 and the reference plane. So therefore this is what? K3. This is with reference to the reference plane. Next, what else is there? B2 is there, right? So this B2 is between node 4 and node 3. So node 4 and node 3, this is the B2. Next, what else is there to the M3? Nothing. So another thing is there, B3 is there. So B3 is also between the M3 and the reference plane. So this is the B3. Okay, next what else is there? That's all. Now let's go to the node number 4. Node number 4, what are the things are there? B2 and K1. So K1 is between M1 and M4. It is already been represented. Next, B2 is also been represented. Only thing is there is the mass M4. So what is M4 is equivalent to what? It is equivalent to 0. Okay, so this is the mechanical network for the given system. Okay, what is the next thing we have to write? We need to write the differential equations, and we have to write the apply the Laplace transformation. We need to write the equation. Okay, so at node 1, so what we have to write? We need to write the apply the Newton's law. Applied force is equal to opposing force. Which are the opposing force we have? F of M1. Okay. Next, F of B1. F of B1 plus F of K1. F of K1. So anything else is there? So now let me write the definition. There is a force is there, applied force, yes. So M is there, M1 d square x1 by dt square plus what else we have? We have B1. So this B1 is between node 1 and node 2. So therefore this will be B1 d by dt of x1 minus x2. Okay, so next what else we have? We have the K1. K1 is between what? Node 1 and node 4. So therefore this will be K1 x1 minus x4. Okay, so these are the three terms which is related to the what? Node number 1. So now we have to apply the Laplace. So it will be written as f of s m1 s square x1 of s plus b1 s x1 of s minus x2 of s plus k1 x1 of s minus x4 of s. Okay, so this is the equation number 1. Okay, in the same way we need to write for the node 2. At node 2, so we have to write the apply the Newton's law of motion. So applied force is equal to opposing force. What are the things which are there in the node 2? F of m2 is there. F of m2 plus what we have? F of b1. F of b1 plus what we have? F of k2. F of k2. So write a differential equation for this. If there is any applied force to the node number 2, no applied force, so therefore it will be 0. Next, m2 is represented node number 2, it will be m2 d square x2 by dt square plus f of b1. b1 is between node 2 and node 2, so therefore this will be b1 d by dt of x2 minus x1. Okay, next what we have? K2 between node 2 and node 3, so this will be K2 plus K2 node 2, K2 node 2 and node 3, x2 minus x3. Okay, so this is the differential equation. So now we are going to apply the Laplace for this. So this comes as 0 m2 s square x2 of s plus v1 s x2 of s minus x1 of s plus k2 x2 of s minus x3 of s. Okay, so this is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. So this is how we have to do it. In the same way, we have to write for the node number 3. Let me write for the node number 3. Node number 3. Okay. What is the applied force? So node number 3, consider the node number 3. So node number 3, applied force here. What is the opposing force here? F of m3, next F of b3, next F of k3, next what else we have? F of b2, next F of b2 and F of k2. So these many terms are there which is related to the node number 3. Next, whether there is an applied force? No, 0. So m3 b square x3 by dt square plus b3. So this is also the reference plane. b3 bx3 by dt plus k3. This is also with reference to reference plane. So it will be k3 x3. Next, f of b2. So b2 is between node number 3 and node number 4. So therefore this will be b2 d by dt of node number 3 and node number 4 x3 minus x4 plus k2. So k2 is between node number 3 and node number 2. So k2 x3 minus x2. Okay. So after this what we have to do? We need to apply the Laplace. I hope that you can do it. Next, in the same way, I am going to write a differential equation for the node number 4. At node number 4. Okay. At node number 4, applied force F is equal to what are the things we have? F of M4. Next, what else we have? This K1 is there, right? So this K1 is between node number 4 and node number 1. Let's F of K1. Next, what else we have? And we have a B2, F of B2. Right? So this B2 is between node number 4 and node number 3. Is it right? Okay. Right, fine. Okay. So the applied force, here we don't have any applied force, therefore it will be 0. So M4. So M4 is equal to 0. So therefore it will be 0. So what is K1? K1 is between node number 4 and node number 1. So this can run as K1 x4 minus x1. Next B2. So B2 is between what? Node number 4 and node number 3. So therefore this will be B2 d by dt of x4 minus x3. Okay, x4 minus x3. Got this one? Then what we have to do at the last? We need to write the Laplace equation for this. Okay, so the problem which has been given is that to write the mechanical network for the given system as well as to write the differential equation for the given system. The main thing what we have to note down in this problem is when the damper and spring or spring and spring or damper and damper is connected in series. In such cases, we need to consider a mass in between those two elements. Okay, in between those two elements, we need to consider a mass. As per the rules, number of mass is equal to what? Number of nodes. Okay, so therefore, depending upon this, we have to write the mechanical network and we write the differential equation. You have to pay very much attention. If you miss this step, you are going to get a big 0 marks because the number of nodes will be changed. Okay, I hope you got this problem. I will take up another problem. Okay, so they are given another problem. So this is a mechanical system they are given. So now the objective of the problem is to write the mechanical network for the given system and find out the transfer function. Okay, we need to find out the mechanical network as well as we need to write the transfer function of the system. Okay, so in this case, there is no mass at all. Okay, so as per the rules, what? Number of mass is equal to number of nodes. Okay, so here there is no mass at all. So in such case, what we have to do? Okay, so what is the thing? So in the previous problem, we have taken that when the spring and a damper or a damper or a damper or a spring and a damper is connected in series, then in between those two elements we need to consider a mass. So the same condition I am going to apply over here. See here, the B is there, K2 is there. So these two are connected in what? Series, right? So then I am going to consider a mass over here. Okay, so I am going to consider mass and I am going to consider this one as M1 and this must be equated to what? 0. Okay, in the same way, here another condition is there, very much important. See here the force is being applied to the damper. Okay, whenever the force is being applied to the damper or a spring, in such cases also we need to consider the mass. See, always the force will be applied to the mass only. So therefore we need to consider the mass. So how many nodes are there here? So there are two nodes are there. Which are those? M1 and M2. Okay, got this one? So now we are going to draw the mechanical network. How many nodes we have to write? So how many displacement will be there? So there will be two displacement, x1 and also it will be x2. Okay, so now write the mechanical network. So this is the x1 and x2. What are the things which are there to the node number 1? So we have a mass m1. Okay, and we have a spring K2. We have a spring K2. Next, what else we have? We have a B between node number 1 and node number 2. So we have a B between node number 1 and node number 2. Not only that one, there is a K1. As well, one of my friend has asked, right? So there is a parallel. So K1. So this K1 is between node number 1 and node number 2. So there is a K1. So this is between node number 1 and node number 2. Next, what else is there? Next we are going to consider node number 2. What is there? M2 is there. Mass 2. And what else is there? So the force is being applied to the mass 2. So therefore this is the force, applied force. Next, what else is that, right? So M1 and M2. So both must be equated to what? 0. This is also equated to 0 and this is also equated to 0. I hope you got this. You need to remember the one and main important thing here is whenever the force is applied to the spring or a damper, in such case also we need to consider a mass. See, always the force has to be applied on a mass. Okay, so that you have to consider. That is very much you have to pay attention. That is what the difference between the previous problem and this problem. Okay, so now we need to write the differential equations. Okay, I'll write that one at node number 1. Applied force is equal to the opposing force. What is the applied force here? Nothing is there. What is the opposing force? We have F of M1 plus F of K2 plus F of B. Next, what we have? Plus F of K. So here there is no applied force, that will be equal to 0. There is no M1, so that is also equal to 0. Then we have a K2. K2 is between the reference plane, right? So therefore this will be K2 x1, node 1. I am writing with reference to node 1. So next what we have? F of B. So B is between the node number 1 and node number 2. So therefore B d by dt of x1 minus x2. Next, what else we have? We have a K. So K is also between node number 1 and 2, x1 minus x2. Got this one? So I am going to rewrite this one. I am going to apply the Laplace. So this will be written as 0 K2 x1 of s. Next, here will be Vs K1 of x minus x2 of s plus k x1 of s minus x2 of s. Okay, so we have to rearrange this one. Okay, we need to rearrange this one. So let me rearrange that one. So just I am going to erase this. Okay, I am going to rearrange it. This is 0 is equal to what are the x1 terms? Okay, I am taking the x1 as a common. So here will be k2. In this term it will be bs. Next, in this term it will be k bracket x1 of s. So So next, what are the terms related to x2? I am going to take x2, right? So it will be minus, or you can take that as a plus itself, no problem. Plus in bracket, what we have x2 term is there. So ds minus ds. Next, what we have here also minus x2 is there is a k minus k into what? x2 of s. Okay, so let me take this as equation number 1. So in the same way, we need to write the node 2. Okay, at node 2, what are the things we have? Applied force F is equal. What are the opposing force we have? Node number 2. So we have a mass F of m2 plus what else we have? We have a B F of B plus what we have? F of K1. So there is applied force is there. So therefore I am going to rewrite this here. So what is F of m2? It is m2 d square x2, right? x2 by dt square. What is b? So b is between the node number 1 and the node number 2. So this will be b. I am writing for the node number 2. d by dt of x2 minus x1 plus k1. So this k1 is once again to the node number 1 and node number 2. k1 x2 minus x1. Okay, so after applying the Laplace, so this can be written as f of s m2 s square x2 of s plus ds x2 of s minus x1 of s plus k1 x2 of s minus x1 of s. Okay, so now I am going to rearrange the terms, right? I am going to rearrange the terms. I am going to write the equation number 2. So there is the f of s is there. So what are the terms which is common with reference to the x1 of s? Please arrange. So here we have x1 of s. So it will be minus ds, correct? Next here also we have minus k1. So common is x1 of s plus what are the terms which is related with x2 of s? So it will be m2 s square plus ds and plus k1 x2 of s. So this is the equation number what? 2. Okay, so we have written two differential equations and I have separated the terms, taken the common. Now we got the two equations. Now I am going to solve this with the help of what? Cramer's rule to get the transfer function of a system. Okay, so already explained what is Cramer's rule. Now, what is the determinant D? So D is equal to, I am going to take x1 coefficients and x2 coefficients from the equation number 1 and the equation number 2. From the equation number 1, what is the coefficient of x1 of s? It is k2 ds plus k. What is the coefficient of x2 of s? It is minus ds minus k. Next, from the equation number 1, what are the 2? What are the coefficient of x1 of s? It is minus bs minus k1. Okay, minus bs and minus k1. So next, so here m2 s square plus bs plus k1. I hope you can find out the determinant of this one. Okay, so if I need to find out the x1 of s and x1 of s, so then what I need to do? I suppose to replace the first column. I need to replace the first column. So this is the first column. So let me write this one. Then you won't get any confusion. So the determinant of this will be what? m2 s square plus bs plus k1 into what? k2 plus bs plus k. So here also minus is there, and here also minus it will be there. So if you multiply it will get plus, but as per the rules one more minus will be there, minus, okay, bs plus k, and here also bs plus 1. So this is the determinant. If I need to find out dx1, so dx1, then what I need to do? So I am going to replace this first column with this one, 0 and f of s. Okay, 0 and f of s. So then what happens? 0 and f of s, right? So just I am going to erase this. Now this is not required. Okay, so now what happens? If you multiply these two, it will become 0. So dx1. Okay, if you multiply this one, that will become 0. So this into this, here already there is a minus is there. So therefore it will be f of s into bs plus k. Okay, got this one? So now we got dx1 and also the d. As for the if I need to find out the x1, as per the Cramer's rule, so it will be x1 is equal to dx1 divided by d. What is dx1? We have this one, f of s bs plus k, and what is d? So d is here, and just I am going to write the d over here. So as per the transfer function, what is the meaning of transfer function? So it is output by input. So what is output? x1 is the output. What is the input? F of s is the input. So therefore if I cross multiply this f of s, that means x1 of s, this can be written as x1 of s divided by f of s is equal to what? bs plus k divided by d. So this is the transfer function of the given system. I hope you understood today's class. In this class, we solved two types of different varieties of problem. Okay, thank you.